Right, coupling and uncoupling. It's a fairly straightforward procedure where you know what you're doing. So I'm back on the Tourism Academy route. I've placed down a load haul class 37 and some JNAC wagons from Armstrong Powerhouse. So just going to go into timetable view. Going to click on the train I just made. So this one over here, service 1. So once to get this a final destination of the siding that we're in. So that's one, siding 7. So up here you have these two buttons. You have couple to front and couple to back. So if I look at the train, so the end where the driver is, that is the front side, and the end where the driver isn't is the end bit. So if I go back into here, so couple to front will be coupling to the side where the driver is, the driver icon. Couple to rear is the side that the wagons will couple to where the driver icon isn't. So if I press couple to back, you're given this screen. So first you need to specify where you want to couple to. So set destination. Siding 7, because siding 7 is where my hoppers are. And now you need to specify what wagons you want to couple to. So if I click this, so add rail vehicle, you can see now every vehicle in the map now has its vehicle number showing. So you can now see these two wagons now have their numbers showing, so 29061 and 29182. So if I press shift click on the hoppers, you get both of their numbers. Click yes for saving. I also want to drive this one as well. So press OK, save. So in the cab of the 37, I need to reverse and couple to the two hoppers. So in the F1 menu, it says couple 29061 and 29182 to the back of service 1, so the player train, at siding 7. So I'm moving the 37 gently backwards whilst the hoppers so you're not crashing into him. Just a bit further. So press Control Shift C to couple to him. And you can see that the instruction is now completed. So if you look in the top right, it says, well done, you completed this scenario successfully. So that means the instruction has completed successfully. Okay, so uncoupling is largely the same procedure. So I'm back in the scenario editor, so I couple this 37 to these hoppers. So I'm going to go into the timetable view. Going to focus on my player train, which is this one, now highlighted in red. So what we want to do now is click on this icon, drop off. You get the same menu as before, but this time we want to uncouple these hoppers. So set the destination, so set the location where you want to uncouple, so in this case it is siding 7. Now you need to specify what you want to uncouple. So if you want to uncouple from the train, best thing to do is click on the locomotive at the front and then just delete it from the list of wagons. So shift click on the locomotive, so the 37. So click here, just before the 2, and delete it. Like that. So this box here, achievement text successful. So if this was completed successfully, the text you put in it will display. So you could put uncouple successful. In this box, this text will appear if the uncoupling was done wrong. So you can put uncouple unsuccessful. And text in this box will just display no matter if you pass or fail it. So close that. That's OK. Play. Save. So if I just go outside and I just uncouple this, so in Train Sim you can either uncouple by clicking on the coupler, or if you go into the F4 HUD, go down here, you can just uncouple from there instead. And it says uncouple successful because I uncoupled the hopper successfully. And because that was the only instruction in the scenario has now completed. Okay, run round. A little bit more complicated to get your head around, but I'll try my best to explain it here. So I've moved over to Minehead on the West Somerset Railway, placed down this 37 onto my Quan coaches, and I want this 37 to uncouple from these coaches in the platform, go to the head shunt, go via the loop line, stop at the other end, and then couple to the front of the coaches. So if I go into timetable view, focus on my play. So this play train is mine. Even though this is a free-roam scenario, you don't really have play trains in free-roam scenarios. So I want my final destination to be the platform that we are in, so Minehead up platform. So first thing I want to do is to uncouple from the coaches. Press this, so I want to uncouple in the up platform because that's where we currently are. So shift click on the locomotive to get all the coach numbers. Delete the 37 from the consist, so we only have the coaches to uncouple. So now that the train has uncoupled from the coaches, I now want the locomotive to pull forward into the head shunt. So use this so they stop at destination. So I want this to stop at the head shunt so the train can reverse through the loop line. So next I want the train to go via the loop so we can go around the coaches to the other end of the station. So use this waypoint and point it to the Minehead up loop. Yeah, don't worry if you get an error, we'll fix it in a second. So I want this train to stop at the other end of the platform. So because there isn't a marker, at the station, we can just place one down in the scenario editor. So I go to here, track infrastructure. So we have one called destination. So I can just place this down. You can use these tabs on the end. So the white sticks with the green tops. You can just drag the scenario marker. Drag the destination marker, and we can call it head shunt. Yeah, make sure to call things meaningful things. So I want this train to stop at the head shunt we created. So now the train has uncoupled from the coaches. It's sat in there. The head shunt at one end of the station goes via this loop line, the red line being the path that the train is going to take. And now it's stopped at this head shunt. So what it needs to do now is to couple to the other end of the train so we can head back towards Bishop's Lidded. However you pronounce it. The next thing you need to do is to couple to the front. Because couple to front means couple to the end of the train that the driver icon is on. So when the train has got to the other end of the station, the driver icon will be at the front of the locomotive, and then the front of the locomotive will couple to the coaches. So couple to front in the up platform. So I want to couple to the coach at the end of the formation, which will now become near the front. So add rear vehicle, shift click on the coach, delete the 37 off the end because the 37 can't couple to itself. I also want to bob passengers. You don't have to do this, it's just something extra. So press save, and that is how you do a runaround. As I said, it's a bit more complicated than a simple couple and uncouple. Yeah, but that's how you do a runaround. Okay, so if I look in the instruction list, so I need to drop off the coaches in the platform, stop at the head shunt, stop at the other head shunt at the end of the platform, then couple to the front of the coaches, and then pick up passengers. So first thing you need to do is uncouple these coaches from here. You can now see that the coaches have uncoupled. We have a tail lamp on the coach, and the next instruction has moved on to main head up shunt. So now that the stops in the main head up shunt, the task is now completing. Just need to flick this junction. So we can now head along the shunt line. Not the shunt line, just the runaround loop. So I can see the instruction has completed. Just need to stop at the head shunt going via the loop line. So check the map so we can make sure that we have a clear path to the other end of the station, and we can now move off. So now that we're in the other end of the loop, just need to wait for the instruction to complete before heading into the platform and coupling to the coaches in the station. So now that instruction has completed, our next instruction is to couple the coaches to the front of the locomotive in the platform. So I need to tab the signals, because under normal signaling, only one train can occupy one tunnel block, and because we're coupling to another train, we're going to enter the block of another train. So we need to contact the signaller so we can have permission to couple to the train, which has been approved. So now that we've nearly coupled to the coaches, you just need to release the brake, turn the headlights off, and gently pull up to him. You know, very gently. You don't want to break him. Bring it to a nice gentle stop. Press Control Shift C to couple. And then the other coaches have now coupled to the locomotive, and the instruction has completed. So next and final thing to do is to board passengers, and then the scenario will complete. So if I press T to open the doors, the instruction is now in progress and will complete when it's time to leave. So top right it says, well done, we have completed this scenario successfully, which means we have now completed a successful runaround procedure. So this is the end of the tutorial. So this is all I wanted to cover for this video. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this tutorial informative. So subscribe for more train sim content, like the video if you're also inclined, subscribe for more train sim content. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.